main match, Queen's Park Rangers against Sunderland. And looking at that game for us, England and Queen's Park Rangers skipper Jerry Francis, who's of course not played this season because of a back injury. But first we move off to West London, to Loftus Road, the home of Queen's Park Rangers, where the visitors are bottom club Sunderland. Rangers, stimulated by their midweek draw in Czechoslovakia. It's the same team, in fact, but for one place. Parks in goal, Clement, McLintock, Webb and Gillard. Hollins, Masson and Eddie Kelly, who comes in, he couldn't play in Czechoslovakia, he was ineligible. Bowles, Gibbons and Thomas up front. And here is Eddie Kelly. Strange to see him really in anything other than an Arsenal shirt. As for Sunderland, not one member of this side played in the '73 Cup final, and now of course Bob Stokoe's resigned as well. Siddle in goal, Ashurst, Clark, Holton and Bolton, Rowell, Towers, Train and Foggen, Greenwood and Lee, with Henderson their substitute. They spent a lot of money and a lot of time looking for big names. Jim Holton on loan from Manchester United. Also, of course, there's Roy Greenwood, £140,000 buy from Hull City, and Bob Lee, a record for the club, £200,000 from Leicester, and two men in the crowd from crisis clubs. There's West Ham's Ron Greenwood leaning over there. They play Rangers this week, and Sunderland caretaker manager Ian McFarlane.
Gibbons allowing it go to Bowles, and away goes Gibbons. Now, can he silence those critical fans now? He can't, and it's a free kick right on the edge of the area. Bowles is furious there, arguing with the referee, claiming that that was inside the box. I must say my immediate view was that it was inside, but Alf Gray, the referee, said outside is where the first challenge was made. And so outside the area it's got to be. Gibbons was certainly clear there. And it was the referee's view that it was outside. It comes to Masson, it comes to Gillard, a free shot and a brilliant save. Well, the short touch from the free kick. Finally allowed it to go to Gillard, who had the space for a left foot shot. Hit it well, superb piece of goalkeeping by Barry Siddle. Holton up well. Still not happy where the wall is Siddle, and he's dancing about there on his line. Masson leaving it this time for Hollins to drive it through the wall, and somehow he got there. McLintock! Well, Tony Towers said, how on earth did that get through the wall? But in fact, Hollins blasted it through the wall. It just nicked the wall, in fact, and took that deflection that fooled Siddle. He got his hand to it. McLintock was right in there to finish it off. Kelly playing it nice and wide there. Good skillful pass there to Dave Thomas. Now, will he take on Ashurst as he has so often in the first half? Onto the right foot. A low shot just wide of the post. He's always looked dangerous doing that. He's certainly got the measure of the Sunderland number 2 today. Turned inside on this occasion, got it onto his favourite right foot, and just cracked it maybe a yard, no more, wide. Thomas after this one. Oh, just wide again. He's bound to make one of those count very soon. From that quick throw, he outwitted them all, and Thomas really let that go. And again, just wide. But I wonder what Ashurst can do with this. Holton's come up again. Greenwood's made a run towards the near post. And Holton got the header in! And my goodness, it almost went home. Well, after saying that they didn't really look to be in great danger, Holton got what virtually was a free header, nodded it down, Parks went scrambling across his line. The ball hit the post and he somehow just managed to keep it out. Well, that might spur Rangers on a bit. But first they've got to get away from this corner situation. Sunderland have piled a few people forward, including Clark. And it's another corner. No, it's not. The ball not out of play yet. But now they can come away. And Thomas, the man, probably the fastest of all, and Bowles onside. Siddle's come roaring out of his goal. Now what will Bowles do? Onto the left foot, he'll hope. No, onto the right foot. That's there. That's two. And that's Bowles. that's got every man off his seat as the ball flashed from one end to the other when Sunderland lost possession. When Sunderland lost possession, it found its way to Thomas. He played it sensibly the first time. Bowles was on it like a flash, turned them one way, turned them the other, and found the shot that made it 2-0.
Well, I think everyone there yesterday agreed that Rangers deserved to win, and many of them, of course, would have echoed the growing cry that Stan Bowles now really has established himself as a strong England candidate. That's something I want to talk to Rangers and England skipper Gerry Francis about in a moment. But first of all, Gerry, sadly you've not played this season, a trapped nerve in the back, which I presume is still pretty painful.
Well, it's not too bad now, Brian. Basically, it's about 80% better, and I'm just waiting for the last part of it to get better, and maybe I might start training next Monday.
You've been to a whole string of specialists. I gather that rest is the only thing, though, is it? That,
yes, it seems that this is what we come down to now, is just rest. I've been resting for 5 weeks doing nothing, yeah, which is very difficult. And
you say you might start training when?
Maybe on Monday, but it depends what the doctor says on Monday. Yeah, it'd be very, very slow training anyway, very, very slow.
It must have been very frustrating for you, but at least it's given you a chance to have a good look and a detached look at your teammates. What do you think of QPR yesterday, for example?
Well, I thought basically there was only one side in it, really. Sunderland looked what they are at the moment, a team that's struggling at the bottom of the First Division. And once QPR got the first goal, I felt that they could have got more than 2, but as it was, I only got 2. But they played very well in patches, very well.
Stan Bowles, and a great cry for him to be an England player with Italy in mind as well. You're the England skipper, although of course you haven't played this season, as you said. Do you see Bowles for England?
Well, I don't think it's been any secret that that I've always said what a great player Stan is, and I've played with him for 5 years now. And he would most certainly help me in the England side, and I know that I could help him like we have at Rangers. And I've always said all along that I think he should be in the England side, but as I say, I don't pick the side.
You see, people talk about his attitude. Now, you are closer to him than most people. They wonder about his attitude, whether it's right.
Well, his attitude on the field is right. I've never had any problems with his attitude on the field whatsoever. He hates to lose. He's a good competitor, and there's only times when sometimes a few problems off the field has affected his game on the field, and that's the only time that I've got to worry as a captain. But the way he's been behaving and the way he's been playing over the last 3 or 4 months has been excellent, and I can't see that there's any problems with Stan whatsoever.
Let me try and put you on the spot. Would you pick him for the game in Rome?
I would pick him, yeah, if I was managing the England team, but I'm not, you know, so...